Hey everybody, this is Felicia with The Book is Done. It is very late. It's almost 1 a.m. Um, Definitely unintentional in staying up late, but I could not finish this book. So I wanted to talk about it. Excuse me. Had to yawn. This is going to be quick because I'm exhausted, but it was so worth it. So I had the distinct privilege and honor of reading this gem as an arc, The Haunted by Tayler Vaughn. When I tell you this book was so good, and it kept you on edge, excuse me, the entire time. But that ending, though, man, you have folks that had a twist and the turns, towards the end of the book. But when I tell you it came blow after blow after blow after blow, even the ending, when I tell you I had to reach out to the author and I was screaming, y'all. I was like, I have questions. What in the world? Okay, long story short, because it's not a long book at all. It's like 180, 190 pages, 97 pages, 91 pages. In all things, it's less than 200 pages. So the book starts out, I mean, it's a murder mystery book, like straight up thriller book. And, excuse me, it speaks of this man whose name is Brian. And when he's grown now. I think he's like 50 years old or something like that. And his name is Brian Summers. And he was, I don't even know what his profession was. I don't even know if he was like an investigator or like with the police department. I can't remember. But he was somebody who retired, and he was hunting down individuals. Excuse me. I'm so sorry. He was hunting down individuals who had abducted individuals, and if they had been killed by the person that he abducted, then he would hurt them. So in a sense, he is a hunter, but in a good way, because like he's trying to avenge these people's murders. And so the biggest thing about him was that he was a victim of being abducted, excuse me, when he was a kid. When he was 10 years old, he was taken by this man who said that he was looking for his puppy. No words, but in all things, after he was rescued, he dedicated his life to being like, okay, I'm going to find those who hurts others and bring justice. And so fast forward, Brian is married. He was married and he had two kids. His wife's name was Melissa. He had his oldest was D, which is a girl, Dee, and his son was Lex. And I think they were like, I don't think they were 4 years apart, but D was older. So D was missing, as she was abducted, and for the longest they couldn't find her. They, I don't want to say that they deemed it as her being dead, but like they had a funeral service for her and everything. And so the mother, Melissa, was so taken aback and just so overwhelmed with everything that she ended up committing suicide. There are triggers in the book naturally, and I do apologize. I should have said that in the beginning. But child abduction, suicide, murder, some domestic violence, alcoholism. Um, that's really all that I can think of right now off the top of my head. But in all things, D goes missing. His daughter goes missing. His wife commits suicide, so it's just him and his son. So Brian is obsessed, absolutely obsessed with trying to find someone that they named or deemed, thought it was a bug, child. We don't do no bugs in here. But deemed the Slayer. And so, like, he's turned his basement into like this war room, if you will, as if he were at a police station, and he has all of these pictures of all of these disappearances and things of that nature, trying to get clue after clue after clue. So he comes across this individual whose name is Drew, and he abducts this man, and it was his website. I forgot the name of the website, but it was like on the black web, and it's talking about these individuals who can oh gosh, they can take credit for different kills that have happened all throughout this area. And so he was following this man by the name of Drew. And Drew was like, it wasn't me, it wasn't me. I haven't killed anybody. Like, listen, the one who is currently missing, her name was Sasha. He was like, I saved her life. I gave her a new ID. Her name is Alexis. She goes to college. I want to say she's in nursing school or something like that. He made it seem as though he like changed her life for the better, as if like she was in like a horrible relationship and she needed to flee. So Brian only kills those who are guilty. So being that Drew was innocent, he was like, well, I mean, well, shoot, I can't. Yes, I've abducted you, but I can't kill you because I don't kill innocent people. So he lets Drew go, but then he invites, before it was Brian and Gary. Gary is somebody who worked for the police department and like still with the force. He's older than Brian and they are partners. I cannot do this when it's 1 o'clock in the morning. Oh, I'm so sorry. But so Brian and Gary is just the two of them. Brian is just like, okay, I'm still on the force. Anything that we do, it's between us two. Keep it tight wraps. And so Brian tells Gary that Drew is now in the mix, and Gary is livid because he knows something is shady boots with Drew. I felt like something was wrong. Something was shady boots with Drew too, because something just seemed kind of off. And then two, I had other questions about what was going on throughout the story. I don't want to give it away. But let's just say that my gut feeling was correct. And I shared that with the author because I was like, I have a feeling I know who did what, who did X, Y, and Z, who the Slayer is. Man, listen. And finding out who the actual Slayer was, and even still, it was more twists after that. Y'all, listen. It is talking about betrayal. Listen, betrayal. That's putting it cute. That is putting it cute. This book, even though it was a nice little read, it definitely had your mind turning. Once I come down from the rafters, I am going to have to take a piece of paper and write down who was connected to who did what. Yeah, in all things, excuse me. I gotta do better, y'all. I'm sorry. Y'all, check this book out. Check it out. It is released on Tuesday, this upcoming Tuesday or tomorrow, now September 30th. Available on the Zine. Go support her. Her name is Tayler with the E. Tayler, Vaughn. She is on the Zine. She is on Instagram. She is, I want to say she's on Goodreads. She's on Facebook. I don't know if she's on TikTok or not. I'm about to find out because I'm about to post there. But in all things, check it out. Go do it. I have so many books to read, but I had to post it. So I hope that y'all are having a good evening, getting some rest. I'm about to pass out now. But yeah. This is Felicia with The Book Is Done, and I'm out. Good night, y'all.